Reese is in the box. Hi, Babs. Reese, jump out and come back in, man. You're fucking loading up. You're going to take a week. I'm never going to get through this F page. Can you hear me? Oh, wait a bit. Reese, swipe completely off the app and come back on. Then request the box again. I'm going to be till bastard midnight doing these, but I'm getting through it. I'm not being shut down for nobody. I'm doing the videos. So, Reese, have you gone off the full complete app? Thought he said he was on a flight. I don't know. Well, if he has, he's fucking telling porky pies. You can't jump in and out of boxes on a flight. Here he is. Hiya, my nuns.
Hello.
Hello. Are you on a plane?
Yeah, I've just got off, but well, I'm getting off as we speak. But yeah, I just wanted to say.
Where the fuck was the plane to, Asda's?
It was a quick one. It was a quick one.
No.
But yeah, I just wanted to basically say from earlier, like I made a mistake. Obviously, I said Jay messaged Thea to apologise. She's stated on her story it's not an apology, so I take that back. Obviously, it's misinformation. I thought it was an apology. It looked like that, but no, I think. I don't know what it is at this stage. She's a horrible little corrupted piece of work. Of course she wasn't going to apologise, and if she was, it's only because they're being caught out to see what venomous little bastards they are. Yeah, I mean, look, I just wanted to stop, out of peace, because do you know what it is? People's and I don't like to say, play this card or say this because that's a strong word, but people's mental health
You can see us through there. You don't need me camera on. Sorry, Reese.
People's mental health people's mental health can get affected by this, and I'm thick-skinned. Like I can get over this stuff, but people like Thea and the other singers that have come out.
Reese, can I give you one bit of advice? Listen, that's your girlfriend. Don't be kissing the boat. If they do anything, just be like a man and go fucking back at them. Or if not, don't fucking
Yeah, but you know what it is, Paul? The moment you do that, they play the your aggressive man card, and that's why I was silenced, because that was.
But don't let them silence you. Who are they? An old coffin dodger and Vaseline drawers. Don't let them silence people just because they've got fucking money.
By the way, I will say this because I just saw Wolf is in it. I just messaged him. Me and Wolf are very good. People bringing up obviously old stuff about me and Wolf. Me and Wolf are very good. I'm in support of what he's about and what he does, and he does a lot of good things.
Well, of course, you were at the event when I seen you there, and it was his.
You know what I mean? I just want to say that because when people hear things, they go around. Me and Sam are completely fine. He's got his new brand out. I'm in support of that. I'm going to get a few tracksuits and that. So please, no one buy into that. We're good as gold, me and Sam. Yes, sir. So. Okay. So I just wanted to say that. Did you just say you getting some of Sam's tracksuits? Yeah, I'm gonna grab some. I'll go to the gym and that is. So I'll definitely be grabbing some.
Sam.
I'm gonna drop down, Paul. Big love to you. Big love to everyone. Yeah.
Okie doke, me babs. Hey, just tell us because you've got me mind working overtime. Where the fuck was that flight to?
I don't even know. It's like a one-stop thing to a next place.
One stop. That could have been. It was as quick as me going to fucking Asda's. I'm sure you're telling us porkies.
So listen, big love to you all, yeah?
Okie doke, my Reese. Have a lovely day, baby.
Thank you, darling. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh. Can we please have Fraser's live centres? Because I'm just on the edge. I'm tipping off this fucking stool like a bastard parrot. Please. I've been on a week trying to fucking start these fucking videos. As somebody mentioned, that's that troglodyte again. Alicia's Martha, is this it?
So,
thank you.
For an exposure reason, for whatever reason, do you not think that sometimes you just go...
Is this where it started? Because fucking hell, I don't want somebody to say, this is not the start, play the other one. Is this exactly where it started? He's been on Kenneth's private jet. I don't even want to think about that. The Wolf's Cups are lovely. Oh, we'll just advertise all of Sam's stuff in here. Sam, just get in the box and be done with it. Advertise your tracksuits, your cups. Just be done with it. More or less, right, let's play it. So listen.
Do you know what? I've done my bits on there. I can go up and do when I want. But for this person, maybe that's their opportunity.
Hey.
Maybe that's their place.
Hey, give me strength.
I might as well. You just asked me to come in.
Get in,
So
get them all advertised. Come on, put the camera on, advertise what you're advertising.
I don't need to advertise. You'll do it for me.
So what is it you've got? Cups, tracksuits, trainers. Do you do the blue
So
pills?
I've got bras, thongs. What else have I got, Jay?
Do you do the titty tassels?
Suspenders. I got titty tassels.
Titty tassels. Everybody's got. Have you got the blue pills? Because our Vaseline draws wants to know.
What blue pill do you want, Pearl?
Sam only has the gel.
Get out. Turn on. No, we love our Sam round here. He's boxing soon. Let me play this fucking video.
To get something.
Bastards.
Kenneth, when you look at your percentage, Ken, if it's you that gives and it's usually the other one. Hello, Reese, mate. You're right.
Right, I'm going to drop, mate. Have a good evening, everyone.
Cheers, mate.
Take it easy. Stay safe.
Right, okay, guys. I don't know who.
The link's in Wolf's bio, everybody.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to drop this for a second.
Fuck me sideways. The link is in Wolf's bio. Wolf, comment again. I'll pin you can't. Sam, comment, please. Is he going to comment? Oh, he's just playing the Kent tonight. That's what he's playing. No? Keep it. Piss off.
Right, and Liz, you can come back up in a minute. Hello, Reese, mate, you're right.
Hi, mate. What's the signal like now?
Kay, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear him. We can hear him.
I can hear him, but I don't think he can hear us.
Yeah, you're
I can hear you. I can hear you, mate.
All right, go for it, Reese.
Yeah, so obviously I've just jumped into it not too long ago. It's just simply this has been going on for 6-7 months, mate. She's jealous, and it is as simple as that. Fia has got a community. She gets up there with a whole team, and I think the whole platform knows that, Jay gets up there from one person or gifting other people that want to be gifted by that scenario. So that's where her support's coming from. And
can we keep tapping the screen, my babies? Get your heart moving. Thank you.
She is obviously riding off of other people's community by gifting them and trying to get them on board of the bullying campaign now. Fia doesn't mention Jolene's name on her platform at all. Mm-hmm. Her name doesn't get mentioned. The only time she has mentioned something to do with Jay, which is not on TikTok, by the way, which was one of her friends that she's met in real life. And this friend basically was used to snipe Fia off of another campaign.
Yeah.
And in that process, that friend promised Fia that she wasn't going to let this situation come between their friendship,
Yeah.
And then when Fia went in to congratulate that friend ignored Fia. So by that stage, Jolene has bought this friend, right?
Yeah.
And I think what's going on is, I think a bunch of people are going back to Jolene and acting like Fia's got a big problem with her when she hasn't. She don't care about Jolene's life. She gets on with her own platform. She's professional.
Yeah.
But I think they're doing it to spew her on to gifting them and winding her up to make her think that Fia's got an issue with her, right? 6 months ago, Jolene came onto a platform and she threatened with a weapon that she was going to do something to Fia.
Yeah.
Right? And if Fia really wanted to, she could have reported that at the time.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Jolene would have been in big trouble. You can have all the money in the world, Kenneth, but in the UK it doesn't ride like it might ride like that in America. You can buy your way out of things, not in the UK, my friend.
Yeah.
Right? And when someone from the UK threatens another person on live to their life and that stuff gets reported, you can get in big trouble.
Oh, yeah,
Fia
massively.
didn't report that. Fia didn't report that because she didn't want to do that to Jolene. So let's be real to Jolene's community right now, because you're getting told a load of bullshit, right? Fia's actually tried to protect Jolene by not saying anything, because I'll be honest, she's been told by loads of people to go report that. And Fia said, no, I'm not doing that because it will ruin Jolene. I don't want to do that to her. So if you really want the truth, Jolene, Fia's actually been protecting you, right? She has her feelings towards you. Of course she does. You threatened her, right? And not only that, you're not just, the game is the game, sniper people, that's okay. But when you're doing it with malice behind it, and you're going into people's chat and you're literally trying to recruit communities, like Miss P's community, for instance, you're gifting, and you're telling Miss P the reason why you're doing that is to basically get at someone, that's where it becomes a bully campaign. That's the issue here, right? So this is whose mum, Jolene?
I'm gonna
Louise also, Louise, what I'll say about Louise and your posts, you've been buying, by the way, you've been buying likes on some of your posts to make it look like you've got popular posts. And one of my friends own that company. I've got the receipts that you've been buying likes. So if you really want to go into that as well, yeah? Stop trying to manipulate everyone on TikTok. People are not silly. They can see when someone's being a certain way to certain people, and everyone has picked up on it now. And your little hate campaign and your money, it's got to that route where people don't care anymore. Morals are coming forward. That's what's going on here. And I have kept quiet for so long with this situation, right? Louise, also, the reason you're doing this is because you want some of that situation. You want to make money out of the situation yourself. Because who are you?
Well, wait a minute, Reese.
Louise has been speaking about all of it. Louise, have you met Fia to have an opinion on Fia? Have you met her, Louise? Watch this. No, let's be real with this. Have you met Fia? Have you met Fia, Louise?
I'll let you speak. You speak first.
Yeah, I'm asking you a question. Have you met Fia?
No, you're not letting me answer. Let me answer, Reese.
Let Louise
Let you know.
Yeah?
Yeah. Don't overspeak me, Reese. Okay?
Okay,
Do not
answer his
come on
question, please.
and try and personally
You're not answering my
bully
question.
me
You're going
for
out.
nothing.
Have you met Fia?
For nothing.
Have you met Fia?
You are the cause of all this. You are the cause of it all, Reese. You and Fia bullied.
You don't even know
My
us, Louise.
friend.
We don't even know who you are. Louise, we don't even know who you are, so I'll tell you what you are.
Reese,
You're Jolene's
do
little
you know
minion.
what? I don't
You're
even know
Jolene's
who you
little
are.
minion.
All I know is that you are a bully.
Louise, you're
You're an
Jolene's minion.
absolute bully.
Louise,
and
you're
worth
Jolene's
nothing
minion.
on this
So what
app.
about all the creators that have come forward that what Jolene's doing to them? What about all the American creators that have come out to us the last few days that said that she went over to that ranks and stressed them all out as well? Why is one person doing this to everyone, right? And you are trying to cover it as her friend.
I'm trying to cover it.
Yes, you're trying to cover it. When is Fia?
Reese,
on this app
let her
for
respond.
2 years. I have saw personally what you have done. I have all the receipts. I've got all the
You've got so much receipts. I've seen the receipts, my
If you
lovely.
want me to upload, I will upload exactly
We've seen
what you
your
did
upload.
to
Reese, let her
Julie.
speak.
Upload.
2 seconds. Let her speak.
Also, the people, all your friends, all your bullies, all the background ones, Lucy Closure,
People sticking up for
everything.
People
No,
sticking up for themselves.
Listen to me, Reese.
You're trying to
Listen to me.
stop.
I know there's another story up. It's fine. Honestly, she's obsessed with us at this point. It's absolutely fine. She's blocked me but keeps putting posts up. I don't want to say they don't interest me. It's fine.
People, it's not going to happen.
No,
I'm sorry.
no. They were all coming
Manipulation
for
at its highest.
Jolene for gifts. Every one of them were coming to Jolene for gifts.
Are you
Then
not getting paid
what
to cover
happened?
up all this?
What
By
happened?
Jolene?
Sorry, love.
Are you not getting paid to cover up
To
all
1
this?
million
to help
percent.
Me
them?
get paid. I'm a gifter on the app.
Okay, 2 seconds.
I'm a gifter
Right,
on the
Louise,
app.
hang on.
I have been a gifter on the app. You see my business. It's nothing to do
One
with
second, let her
any
talk,
one
let
of
her
food.
talk, 'cause she'll
But
say
I am a
that.
gifter on this app.
Right, Louise, I'm going to ask you one question.
Personally,
Louise,
what
can I ask you
you
one question,
have done.
please? Louise.
Yes, of course.
Okay, Louise, has Kenneth at any point sent you any money to gift
Never
children?
in a million
Right.
years.
So then when
I would not accept
Okay.
it. I would not go down that route.
Okay.
I wouldn't say it's like that
question,
simply,
never.
Fraser, no.
Hang on.
Louise,
right, okay.
can I ask
no,
you a
no, no, no,
question?
that's
I
fine.
am a
Hang
gifter
on,
on this app.
Right, that's
I have
fine.
been a gifter for 2 years on this app. I have gifted a lot of people and I have a lot of friends on this app. So see for you, Reese, see my business of what I post and what I pay for on this app. It's nothing to do with
Fraser,
you.
can I just ask Louise a question? I've got a
my
great question.
community has nothing to do with you. But if you
Yeah.
want my community to show you, Reese, to show you what you have actually done to Jolene,
Yeah.
I will
Louise,
show you. I will
Louise,
post
can I ask you
everything.
something?
I will
Yeah,
post
but I've seen what
everything
you've
that you
posted.
have done to
I've seen the
Jolene
lies that
from day
I've seen the
one.
lies that you've posted. Post them all, please, Louise. I will repost them. because they're
Louise,
all
please,
lies.
can I ask you a
Now, Louise,
question?
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
going to
Sorry,
ask
Reese.
you a big
Reese,
question.
have you got a
Louise.
problem with that? Why are you snooping
Louise,
on my
I'm going to
post?
ask you one
I don't
question.
even
because
know you,
stand-
Reese. So why are you
Louise, you
snooping?
stand on morals, don't you? Louise,
Can
you
we
stand on
just,
morals.
can we let one person speak
Right.
at a time? Like, because
We're going
trying
up-
to
we're
get to the
going-
bottom
You're
of
a
this.
bully.
We're
And
going
can I just
over.
say one thing? Please do not bring Lucy Closer into this because she does not ask for gifts. People gift her because of
No.
their voice and
Lucy
because of their
Closure.
talent.
I will
So
tell you about
Lucy,
Lucy
do not
Closure.
bring Lucy into it. This is between you and the Reese situation, so don't bring
No,
other people
this is
into
not
this
between
bit.
me and Reese. This is nothing to do with me and
Do not
Reese.
bring Lucy into it and leave Lucy alone, please.
Sorry, Peach. If I want to say this is what this live is about, I will tell you exactly what happened. If you are all wanting to hear it, I will tell you exactly
not just-
what happened.
right.
But you do not want
Louise,
to listen.
Louise, it's not
That's
just
where the
hearing.
issue comes
Okay,
from.
can I
Right,
say
go,
something
Sandra.
really
Yeah, Sandra.
important, please?
Yeah, go for it.
Right. Jolene has just obviously read my message that I sent her yesterday. My message I will post, okay? And it was a really nice message, a mum-to-mum message, just saying, basically, I don't know what it's all about. Please, can we stop it here? And, you know, if you and exactly in the message, and I will post it, it says, from what I listening to your music, you and Fia have got very similar backgrounds. You've both had a rough time, la-di-da-di-da. Why don't you both support each other and everything? Jolene has just put in the text, why did her mum ask me to support her yesterday? I never asked her to support her with money. I asked her to support each other. The other thing is, Louise, can I please ask you a question just quietly? What has Fia done? Because all this between Jolene and everybody and all that actually was all sorted out.
Yeah, but what happened, Dolly, obviously what happened there, Fia has come back on to the live, okay? I don't know Fia, personally I don't know Fia, but what I've saw of it, they were actually bullying Jolene. Obviously Fia and Reese were bullying Jolene. What had actually happened recently, in recent events, Fia, and I do have the recording of it, has been bad-mouthing Jolene.
I was in that live.
Okay.
I was actually in that live.
Right.
And
so
that
you
was
agree with me that they were coming for Jolene. So Jolene's to sit and not go to number one because all these people who I don't know, obviously the music industry, but Jolene's not to make number one, but you're all to be number one. So that's
No, that wasn't said in the live. That wasn't said in the live.
No. But this is what you're all saying. This is what I'm not saying you, but this is where it's all coming from. Because Jolene is hitting number one. Elaine hit number one for a full year. I was with Jolene. She sniped Jolene. Jolene went in and sent her a gift, a vote gift to congratulate her, and said, "Well done, good." It was a good game.
But did she do it maliciously?
But
No.
what I'm saying is,
No, definitely not.
but what I'm saying is,
would
why
you do
can't it
maliciously?
stop now?
But
Because
there's a malicious
Fia
behind all
just
of
wants to do her music, and we want Jolene to do her music too.
That's what I'm saying, Dolly. Can I ask you a question, Dolly?
Yes.
See if Kenneth was Fia's gifter, okay?
Yeah.
If Kenneth was Fia's gifter, do you think Fia would stop Kenneth from putting Fia number one?
No, I get what you're trying to say there. I do get what you're trying to say, but it's
Well,
every
this is
time
what's
Fia's on
happened,
the
Dolly.
podium.
No, but this has been before Fia came back on the live, obviously
Yeah.
when she was away, before she came back on, Jolene was still number one.
Yeah.
So it's not a case of because Fia's there that this is all happening.
No.
This is not personal
You're
attack.
getting it wrong. You're getting it wrong.
Right,
What's
right.
happening is
Hang on, let's
Guys.
Jolene. Hang on a
That's
minute, Reese.
fine.
Jolene's doing her thing, which is absolutely, completely perfect.
Yeah.
Fia's doing her thing. Okay. So, but what we're seeing is as soon as Fia gets near that podium, Kenneth...
Sandra, I'll be honest. Jolene can snipe whoever she likes. That's not the issue here. That's the game. She can snipe Fia off every day.
Bingo.
Yeah.
But that's
when
what
she's doing this sniping.
If Kenneth was your gifter, and everybody's saying here you're
I have
bold,
no issues with Louise.
Listen to me, Reese. Let me speak.
You spoke over him. Hang on, you spoke over him. Let him finish his point.
Sorry. When you go.
Right, finish your point, Reese.
Look, Louise, I have no issue with Kenneth supporting his partner, right? Big respect to Kenneth for supporting your partner, so you should. That's not my thing. No, if anyone's got an issue with that, that's jealousy. Jolene can get number one every single day if she wants. That's up to people's team to try and take him on. It's the malice behind it. It's the purposeness of her. She is going into other people's live stream that she doesn't know to gift while they're laughing to take an opportunity away from Fia. That's the issue. It's the malice. Yeah. Which is, she's allowed to do, by the way, but just keep it to yourself. If you don't like Fia, just keep it in your mind and snipe her all day. But when, Fia's just doing that, she's just getting on with her life, and then she's hearing that you're going into people's live stream and we're sniping someone off and everyone knows who you're talking about. That's when it becomes bullying. This is the issue here. This is the only issue here. Like, Jolene can get number one every day of the week if that's what TikTok's about.
But that's what the problem is. You aren't allowing Jolene to get number one every day of the week because you are expecting Jolene. Now Elaine was hitting number one for a full year. None of you had a problem with that, okay? But as soon as it's
no malicious intent behind it getting number one. There's a difference with this. There's a difference with this, Louise. There's no malicious intent from her getting number one. She did not go into anyone's live or anything like that and say, this is what we're going to do.
Because there's a game plan.
There's no bullying going on. No, we couldn't care less.
And then you're all talking behind each other's backs.
Do you know another issue, Louise? Do you know another issue, Louise? That I'll say, guys. The reason Jolene's not getting in this box, right, is this is what I don't like as well, because what she's doing is she's making people feel bullied, and with the scenario of what she's doing when she's talking bad about like people like Fia in communities, then she's not talking because they're playing this legal card. But the issue is and Louise, you know this, like Jolene has done something on her life. She's actually committed a crime. We know this, right? And Fia has chosen not to report that. And I'm telling you that she has been told by very big people that you should be reporting that. Right? And Fia has tried to protect Jolene. Yes, Fia has certain things to say about Jolene behind closed doors, right? Which Jolene has about Fia, because Fia has every right to feel the way that she does with the experience she's had with Jolene. But she doesn't come on TikTok and do that in this world.
No.
That's when it becomes a bullying scenario. Have your issues with people, but don't take it onto TikTok into people's communities.
That's the point. You did do it. You did come on live. You were slating Kenneth and Jolene.
When was this?
Both of you were doing it.
What, 6 months ago when ran the scenario?
No. Yeah. Yes, but you think about this. You think about this, Reese. What actually triggered Jolene to react? Can you answer me that?
But have you got proof? Have you got proof of what you're stating?
I've got proof of everything. I have proof.
Yeah, what we're saying.
Okay, so when's it all going to stop? Can somebody answer me that? What do we have to do?
So what is it you want? So what is it you want? You tell us.
Look, we've got Jessica Cooker, for instance, in the comments section. Now, this is what I'm saying, is creators on this platform, Louise, that is winding Jolene up, right, to get her to gift them because they're financially benefiting from this situation. Now, we're talking about a person that was Fia's friend that's gone out for meals with Fia, right, in real life.
What I'm saying, right? I don't know anything
Louise,
about
can I just say this, right? And we don't need to make this an argument thing, but I'm just going to say this how this is, right? With that scenario there, right, Fia went into that chat and congratulated Jess, and Jess ignored her and then pretended to make it look like Fia was in the wrong when she messaged her to say, why did you just ignore me? Could you imagine, Fraser, that you're mates with someone, right? and then you know there's an awkward scenario happening, like Jolene's gifted you, but you're friends with your other mate, right? And you know that Jolene's gifted you to snipe your mate, right?
Yeah.
Because that was the whole situation. Because there was Louise, I've got the comments of that through that process, and what your mate does comes to.
I get that. I know where you're.
I'll tell you, Louise. I'll tell you what the problem is. She goes in to congratulate her, and she pretends she didn't see her comment, right? And then looks down and then says, "I didn't ignore you," right? So this is the situation.
Who said this, Reese? I don't know who you're
Jess, she's obviously she's in the box now, but and then tried to make Thea look like she was a bad person for asking why you've ignored me.
Is that
and and there's many creators like Jess on this platform that have surrounded themselves around Jolene that are financially benefiting and getting pushed because Jolene doesn't want Thea to get opportunities.
Okay, Reese, just
if this is about opportunity, right? I found out that the last campaign that just happened, she was going to get the opportunity anyway. So why is it a big deal when she was already going to be on that stage because she's with Sound On?
That's neither here or there. It's down to your actions.
What was
what
that?
we're talking about here.
Down to my actions. Are you all right?
Yeah.
She deleted all of her messages.
Well, did you financially benefit when she sniped
She deleted all of her messages when we spoke that day. I have nothing to hide. The way she disrespected me is on her. Not me. It's got nothing to do with Jolene and Kenneth.
Okay.
They have supported me.
But why did they support you, Jess?
They
Why
have
did they
supported
support
me before any of these campaigns or any of these things have happened. So I don't want to fucking hear it, right?
No, no. I've got a comment. Do you want me to show you the comment right now? That day when
Reese, what has it got to do with you?
I'm going to tell you, Louise, I'm going to tell you both I'm going to tell you both what it's got to do with me.
Yeah.
Round about that time she pushed Jessica on top of Thea, there was a comment saying she's not letting that person get top 3. Who was she talking about, Reese?
She was already going to win the campaign, Reese.
Who was she talking about, Jess?
What has it got to do with you?
Who was she talking about?
What are you on about?
Can I just say something as
When
well?
she sniped you for top 3, if it's genuine,
Let Jess respond
who was
to the
she
question.
talking about?
Can I speak?
Jess, respond to his question, please.
Listen.
Yeah, who was she talking about, Jess?
Listen, Reese.
But I'm asking you a question, Jess. Who was she talking about when she said she's going to snipe you because she doesn't want that person getting top 3? Who was she talking about?
Can I speak? Kenneth and Jolene have supported me before any of these.
Do you see what I'm saying, Fraser?
I'm not
Let her speak. Let her answer. Let her answer, please.
Listen, they have supported me before any of these campaigns have come about. It's got nothing to do with Thea. Thea made it about herself. She is painting a narrative. If you want to fucking go there, we can go there. She is painted. It's so easy to play victim. She's not a victim. She's not a victim. No. What I'm saying here, right, is when I spoke to Thea, it sounded like pure jealousy, pure hatred. She already knew she was going to get that opportunity.
Sorry.
No, I'm not done talking.
Just 2 seconds.
Listen.
Just 2 seconds. Hang on, just 2 seconds.
No, but it's pissing me off. You're lying on my name.
You just want the money, Jess.
Hang on, 2 seconds.
You're lying on my name.
Let me just say something. Jess, to describe the word as hatred, you know what you would have to say in a conversation, right? For that level of to describe that word as hatred. You do know that, don't you? So hatred is a word that you're trying to describe, trying to use as a way to be more over dramatic. It's not hatred. You would have to be at the level of threatening to do some vile things to people.
Okay, answer this question then. If she was already getting the opportunity, why does she care?
Why does that matter, Jess?
I know, can we have a little thing for heart me's mods? Anybody without a heart me in, please. Especially because I've seen loads sat in here. Just go through and just block them out, please, because they're only here for the gossip. Thank you.
What do you mean? Sound on.
We're talking about her being bullied. You're talking about
I'm talking about my situation,
Thanks,
right?
Babs.
If she was already going to get the opportunity, why does it matter?
Maybe she might not have got the opportunity if certain people wasn't seeing she was getting bullied. How about that one, Jess?
Bullying is a one-sided thing.
No, right? But how comes the people that make the decision are seeing that then and making the decision for
Why
the no one's reporting.
You do realise,
Jess, no one's reporting her. You know that. No.
Can we just also state 2 seconds? Also state bullying is not necessarily a one-sided thing. It's a combination of actions then that portray the actual definition of bullying. So if somebody chooses to respond, they can respond in a strong manner. That doesn't determine that it's how you're saying it is bullying. Do you have to understand that? So bullying can still be a conversation, right? But it's how that person, one part of that side, then responds to that person in the manner.
Yeah.
In that manner. So you have to understand that as well. Please be...
Fraser, can I respond to what you're saying there? Because this is why I've been silenced for 6 months, because this is how dramatic they use their words. And for a man to speak in this scenario where you're seeing a girl get bullied by a bunch of girls, and now a man, because Kenneth is a man, by the way.
So who's the bunch of girls? Sorry, who's the bunch of girls?
I'm talking about all of you lot.
I have only got involved recently, Reese, regarding this, because
in my opinion, the bunch of girls that Reese is obviously speaking to is the ones that's been bought by All Decrepit and Vaseline draws.
Then Fia, you're saying Fia is obviously came off the app due to Jolie. No, Fia came off the app because of what you and Fia done.
Who just...
Louise, we don't talk about women.
Hang on. Louise,
Lucy Closure, and Leslie, and everyone else were...
Thank you. It's my platform. I will speak. Louise,
we're winding Jolene up from the back.
Right, Louise.
We're winding...
You can't respect my box. You can't respect my box. You're not going to talk. Right. You can't say why that person came off. I fucking hate this 5 minutes.
What a time to have a puzzle.
I know. Fucking hate it. Listen, you cannot say why somebody came off that app. That is that is an assumption. Okay. That is an assumption. All right. Alicia, my love, have you got anything to say?
So, as the mediator of TikTok and an outsider of Singing Talk, although I should be number one in all campaigns because I am the best singer on this app, I've seen obviously everything that's going on. Big up Elaine Luca for calling it out for what it is. Yeah. It's basically there's so many talented singers on this app that don't even get a look in because of shit like this that's going on. Fia's a nice person. From what I've seen, Fia's a nice person, but everyone's throwing their money around and deciding who wins. It should be based on raw talent. And you lot sat here arguing is actually like, like arguing about 100%. So uncouth. And I like people are just, they it's just human nature. People put money before morals. They always do. Yeah. I don't agree with it, but on TikTok we see it all the time. But I just TikTok's a business. But when it comes to singing things, there's so many talented, amazing singers that are just not getting a look in because of this shit. Like, let's be realistic about it. And she has been, Thea has been sniped off.
So, do you think, for an exposure reason, for whatever reason, do you not think that sometimes you just go, do you know what? I've done my bits on it. I can go up and do when I want. But for this person, maybe that's their opportunity. Maybe that's their place to get something.
Sorry. It's
Kenneth,
repeating, I know. So listen, you've got the gist of it. Anybody that wants to come in, anybody who's had any dealings here before, let me turn this screen back around for a second. So anybody who's had any dealings before, anybody who wants to come in, please request the boxes. Wait till I take this off. Because, listen, we're going to be here all night. We've basically got the gist of what happened in there. If you want to, you can. If you don't want to, that's fine too. But my opinion is that there's a lot of people are controlled by money on this app. And it's not... Listen, it's not where people spend the money. I know they've got a problem with us at the minute, them two. Nobody's saying about they can't go and spend the money where they want. But what they're doing is going around the app and, in my opinion, being bullies, but they're controlling the app with the money. That's what they're doing to get certain people off that they don't like. Hey, Reese.
Hello. Yeah, once again, I kind of want to be the voice of, obviously, Lizzie. I know she doesn't like to jump in the boxes and stuff. But I'll just give you another little highlight. By the way, I just listened to that back and I just found myself so cringe because I was so upset. Sometimes you can't get your point across when you're upset. It's been going on for so long. And, we're not all perfect. Sometimes we're going to get into these things and not always say the best things. But... Yeah. Genuinely, my whole point in that was I just wanted Jolene to leave Fia alone. I've had enough of the excuses, them saying it's because of me, it's because of that person. I genuinely was just trying to get to a scenario where they could just leave Fia alone and leave me alone. But I will speak on Lizzie's behalf, because obviously Lizzie was one of the people that Jay, the person in question, was gifting. But what actually happened, the reason she stepped away from Lizzie and blocked Lizzie is when Fia came back after 4 months, Fia's best friend lost her little one. And she wanted to raise money for her friend's little one's funeral, basically. I won't go too much into it because I don't want to make people emotional, and it's a very sad situation. But what Fia done that day was she co-hosted with a lot of singers to help with that scenario, and Lizzie was actually one of the people that, you know, co-hosted with Fia regardless of being Jay's friend. And Jay the next day put up on a story saying certain people want to be co-host with my enemies or something like that, and then blocked her for helping Fia raise that money for Fia's friend. Now this is how dark this situation is.
Sorry, 1 minute. Can everybody just say thank you to Kelly for the box, please? And there is still coins in the box. Thank you, everybody. Sorry, go on, my Rose.
No worries. So this is, you like, how dark does this have to get? You know, like, you know, you don't block your friend, like, regardless of the situation of not liking someone, you don't block your friend for trying to help someone raise money for a scenario like that. Like, it's just crazy, and I just feel like I have to come out of my mental comfort zone in order to stick up for Fia and speak out in regards to this. And the whole reason, I mean, I didn't get my point across in that video you was playing, but the whole reason I haven't said anything, because they just constantly used the aggressive card, and me being a man, it's so easy to throw that card in. And the reason I have chosen to speak up is because the other day, for the first time, I saw Kenneth was actually involved in this. And when he was sniping Fia, he was laughing away. And I was like, wow, like, a man of that age taking an opportunity away from a girl.
Match legend. Get your heart me in. Sorry, go on.
No, it's okay. That taking an opportunity away from a young girl and you're laughing about it. I'm sorry, like, you just don't do that, even if you don't even like the young girl. Like, when you're a man of wisdom, you just don't do that, you know? And it was that at that point, I thought, now I can get involved because there's another man going for her. So, you know, and
it's just, it's sad, like, to think, because you can do what you're doing, like, you're coming across as one of the biggest bullies on the app, and the other one's kicking its drawers off because it's not getting its own way. Do you know what I mean? That's the way 100%. It's coming across, and it's not a good look.
Well, there's something that hasn't actually been mentioned, but at the early stages of this, that same man we're talking about, and I can't mention names, by the way, because, you know, I have had my platform removed once before, and I've actually built up my relationship with TikTok again, and that's because they've seen themselves what actually went on, and they didn't understand it at the start, and then they actually realised that, you know, I wasn't this person that I was getting painted out to be. But that same person we're talking about actually went into Fia's live and said, "You're never going to get an opportunity again. I will never support you." That's what he said in her life. You know, that was the start of the days when she would be battling someone, and they would start sniping her, you know. And it's been going on for a long time. Like I said, we was on the phone to Jay back in January and sorted this situation out, completely sorted it. So the only explanation I have with this is why it's carried on is there's certain creators in that video that jumped in the box, and I think that person is very jealous of Fia as well, because we've got a bunch of, you know, in this singing world, if another singer does well, you know, it can spark some jealousy, and I think that person spurred Jolene on by pretending Fia's like,
put in the comments if you want the box, sorry,
against her. So obviously that person wanted to financially gain, and I think that's why Fia got sniped the other day, because it's really weird, but I actually won a campaign a few weeks ago. I finished number 1, Jolene was number 2, and I was like, oh, Jolene hasn't sniped me. So I thought she's finally let it go, right? She's obviously, so either she did let it go and someone sparked her up again to try and get her to gift them against Fia, or she just genuinely wasn't watching that campaign. But, you know, at the end of all of this, I just wanted to stop and just leave me and Fia alone. That is all I want. You know, I don't.
For me, I don't think that they're going to stop with you again.
I don't think so. Like, especially when I've said to you earlier, she's apologised to Thea. I was actually trying to give her some credit to say she's reached out to try and squash this. I thought that was a nice thing. And then she's basically said that message isn't an apology. And at that point, I'm just like, do you know what? This person can't be saved at this point, you know. So,
and you know why? Because they've got them dollar signs in their eyes, and basically that's it. That's the moral of the story is she can't believe she's actually with somebody with all of this money, and she thinks like she's always wanted to be that mean girl vibe, that like the main character, and this is the only way that she's finding that she's doing it. But people are just seeing the fucking nasty dark inside what's shown on the outside. Like, that's what's happening now.
I'll jump out and let Lizzie have the spotlight.
No, go on. You're right. Nobody has to jump out. Mods, will you put the boxes? So it's 9 boxes for me, please.
Okay, no worries.
Thank you.
So yeah, like genuinely, like, do you know what I want out of this? I don't want people to hate on Jolene, although people are going to have their opinions and everyone's open to their opinions. That's not what I want. I just genuinely want peace for Thea. That is all I want, you know, because Thea isn't that human being where she can cope with scenarios like this. You know, I'm a bit more thick-skinned. I don't mind the whole act can
Can
call
somebody
me.
change the boxes, please? Sorry.
Stay with Lizzie, Reese.
Thank you.
You know, I haven't jumped in the box either to bring Jay down and Kay down. Like, although I very much disagree with what they've been doing, like, if this is all just to stop them, please leave everyone alone. Do your thing. Go and win every day. It doesn't matter. But please don't push malice towards creators and singers that can't mentally handle it, you know? And that is genuinely my that's my take on it. But Pearl, honestly, I commend you, Elaine. Even I saw Miss Red earlier. Like, I saw a video from Miss Red, Miss Black. I've seen as well. Like, I've seen quite a few people actually open up about this and stick up for what's right. And it's kind of the first time in 2 years I've been on this platform and I've actually seen people pick morals over money. And it's just, regardless of what comes off of this, like, it's actually, this is the good side of TikTok, that people can come together for something like this. And I'm going to say one more thing as well, and then obviously I want Lizzie.
No, stay here, because people saying you can just stay in the box with Lizzie.
I will. I'll mute up for Lizzie, but I will say another thing is a lot of people do bring TikTok down, but you know what? They saw this and they took all the opportunities away from that girl. And if it was about money, they wouldn't have done that, because she spends the most money on this platform, let's be honest, at the moment. So we have to commence TikTok and their team and whoever's watched all of this, because if it was down to money, she'd be getting everything, because she's genuinely obviously the smokiest creator right now, you know. Although it's for not so of a positive, it's not for positive reasons why they push so hard and push.
But she's not. She's just using somebody else's money, isn't it? It's
basically, yeah. But genuinely, what I would say is big up TikTok for actually seeing that and doing the same, picking morals over money, because if it was about money, should be the limelight of everything. But I'm going to mute up because I know it takes a lot for Lizzie to come up here and talk. So I'm going to.
Hey, Lizzie.
Hey. So I wasn't going to come on and speak out. I mean, I had hard to do back in the end of March that I've kept quiet about it since the end of March, and I didn't want to say anything because Reese, you will see why I've messaged you. But I done a co-host with Thea. Thea had asked me to, you know, come in and do that fundraiser for her friend's daughter's baby, and as a mum, there was no way that I was going to say no to that. Like, you know, throughout the whole of the live fest, I was friends with Lucy, I was friends with Jolene, I was friends with Thea, and I can hand on my heart say that I never crossed wires between any of them. They would talk to me and I would just keep it to myself. That's all I wanted to do. I didn't want to get involved. I wasn't here to them all, and it might have been seen that I was dipping my finger in with them all. I just supported them all as friends and as musicians on the app. And you know, when they then started gifting me pretty heavily, I was so grateful, like, you know, as you are, but it's so easy. I had only been on the app for about 4 or 5 months at that point. So easy to follow the money. And that is how, and I'm not ashamed to say that. When they're throwing thousands at you, how can you, like, I was put in a position where I couldn't stand up to them.
and I'm not being funny, the way
So
that they
again, being
were,
controlled by money.
I didn't want to put myself in the firing line. I came onto TikTok to help my postnatal with depression, and I'll always stick with that. I didn't want, like, I've got a fight with my head every single day. I don't need external fights.
Yeah.
And, you know, I've said some things about Reese, and I said that to Jolene. Reese, you'll see it. And I'm saying it out on live because I have nothing to fear anymore. She was blackmailing me. She was like, I'm going to out these. And it made me ill. Like, it truly did. And that's why I've not come out and said anything sooner. Because she was like, I'm gonna put these all over, like, my story. And I wasn't very nice about Reese. Reese, I do apologise hand-heartedly. But
good on you for taking control back and coming out and saying what was being said. It's 30 words.
It's not me. Like, I shouldn't have allowed myself to get drawn into that. And I've done a lot of self-reflection, and I'm not gonna sit back and say it and make any excuses because, you know, why would I? I said some nasty things and I own up to it. And but now seeing how it is, and, you know, with more things coming out, I've gone to TikTok myself and I've given them the evidence, and I'm constantly chasing, like, what's going to happen? Someone is going to take their life. Someone's going to do it. Someone will, you know, like, someone will. And how long is it going to be before someone truly does get to that point from this?
Exactly. And this is my whole point. It's not about how much money they chuck about. It's not about who they support, but it's about bullying young people because a certain person who he's with couldn't do in life what these are doing. So it's obviously down to jealousy and not liking what they see. And so now they're controlling everybody with money. And that was my point on it. Not about gift. Listen, he can spend his entire fortune on the app. Good on him, right? He's making a lot of people happy. But stop the fucking bullying. Stop controlling people with your money.
Yeah.
That's the point. Can I just say, Lizzie, you're an amazing human, you know, and I say you're amazing because
thank you, everybody.
You got a great heart, genuinely, and not many people will ever come on live and apologise to someone for a scenario, and you know, no one's perfect. When you're in a scenario where you're made to believe someone's an awful person, sometimes you do buy into it. It's not your fault. You know, but you are genuinely an amazing human being, and don't you ever think otherwise. You got an amazing voice, you go in places, and don't let this little blip of negativity on your TikTok journey stop you from your dreams, because you're truly amazing. I'll say that, but I'm going to mute back up.
I mean, to be fair, I wasn't expecting to get in TikTok drama so soon, but I've been bullied my entire life, and when you start, I mean, I should have backed away when they done what they done to Lucy. I've known Lucy for 16 years, but they had blocked her from what had happened because she'd done a co-host with Reese or Thea, so they blocked her. And then I should have taken a step back at that point and been like, no, actually, I don't want to be around this. But I was just put in such an odd position where this money was coming in. They were gifting me. They were supporting me. And unfortunately, I think that I got blindsided by it. I got manipulated by them. And yeah, there's no excuse for it. I should have said, and I've done so much self-reflection about it. I should have been like, no. And I phoned Lucy up not that long ago, and I was like, Lucy, now I understand the way that they've treated me is how you're feeling, and I'm so sorry. I'm so, like, you know, after I'd done that co-host, and when I was live, I had a bit of a weird feeling because I saw one of her mods come into the live, and I thought, and then I came off and I was like, oh shit, she's blocked me. So I waited till the morning, and then I messaged her and I said, look, I get why you're upset. I know a lot of beef has gone on, but you need to understand that I went on that live and I decided to do that because it was for the right thing. It was a mum that was raising money for her child for a headstone. Like, you're a mum, you should know that. I'm a mum, and I was sobbing the entire way through that live stream. And then when she came back and said, I won't be part of it, I'll send you the receipts. You do you. I won't be part of it. It hurt me regardless. And I was like, look, I'm not gonna argue with you if that's how you feel. I'll stay in my lane, and, you know, it'd be that. And then she messaged me saying, one more fucking message off your mods and I'm gonna post this. And it was the screenshot of what we had chatted about Reese. And then she was like, you know, apparently I'm bullying you. I'm not bullying you because of starring. So I'll send you it all. I'm
Listen,
billing you
I
because
just think good on you by not being governed by money, for standing up, how you've just said they were blackmailing you, for standing up and saying what's right, because people's going to fall into the trap. And come on, let's face it, if you're going to get thousands of pounds chucked at you, you're not going to fucking like just think you can fuck off too. I mean, people, if you honour you for money, you honour you for, well, we all honour you for money. But I mean, if you honour you for big money and they're doing that to you, good on you for like
thing is though,
coming
it
out
was
now and doing what you're doing.
It was disappointing for me because I didn't come onto this app for money. I came on here to help my mental health, and I was so easily whisked up into that world. And I've taken a lot of time to reflect. I shouldn't have allowed. That's not who I am, And I had to really have a word with myself. You didn't come on here for the money. You came on here for your own mental health. And when I actually had a word with myself and checked myself out of it and was like, no, that's when I was like, you know what, these aren't people that I want to be associated with. They blessed me, absolutely fine. I'm never going to take that away. They did, and they sent me a hell of a lot of money, but that money wasn't gifted to me with love and because they believed in me. Now I see it. They gifted that because they were trying to get me into their cult. It's like they groomed, kid you not, they're like groomers. They like literally groom you in and shower you gifts and then they cut you. Like it's very, very strange.
And this is what it needs for more people like you, for like Reese, like whatever's happened, for to speak up, because everybody can see what's going on, but then there's not a lot. They gifted me, but no, shared, we know that. And listen, good on you for getting gifted.
For me, Paul, like obviously I never was gifted by them, but I have heard quite a lot of singers come out and message me that the same feeling as what Lizzie's just said, so like off of the back of me trying to stick up for Fear, I'm hearing all these other things, and then they're going at me, and then they've got all this false accusations of just creators that I've blocked that are drama to my life, that have gone and get like their feelings towards me because they've been blocked, and then they're like buying into that and using that as if to like to try and destroy my character. So this is why I actually stopped talking in the end, because I was like, they're missing the point that I just want them to stop, rather than I'm not trying to destroy them, I'm not trying to have an argument with them. I just want them to leave Fear alone, and obviously leave people like Lizzie alone and the people that can't talk. Like
the thing is, I was also part of like this whole Moxie Media thing. They gifted me. I felt like I had to sign up, which I did. And then when I'm in that, it's like, okay, well, am I with the Moxie Media? Am I just this person? Like, I was in a very strange position, but I soon realised, and I soon learnt my lesson when they just cut me off like I was nothing to them. That's when I knew.
That's what they've done. They've love bombed you.
Yeah.
They've got you felt in that safe, secure place. Like, oh, they actually like me. They're doing this good thing for me. And then all of a sudden they just fucking got you on elastic band and bang, let you go.
And it was really hurtful because the whole time I was just trying to do my own thing. I wasn't trying to be in with people. I didn't want to hurt anyone, but I know that I hurt people, and I know, I was starting to become a person that I wasn't. I wasn't. That's not who I am, and I have learnt my lesson. And I'm so grateful that Elaine did speak up the other day, because it has allowed us to talk. I wasn't going to talk about it. I was just going to, just go live and just do my own thing. But I do feel like it's important. Because
I think this is the
and that's why they're getting away, because nobody's speaking up about what they do. And to listen, there's all kinds going, and I think this is just the tip of the iceberg with them. And that's why it needs other people all stand together and say what they're doing, because that's, in my opinion, that's exactly right. They're financially grooming everybody, and then they want to make this massive fuck off community, and then they're going to just destroy everything.
Yeah. Do you know what? I think there's like so much info as well in between that doesn't, that gets missed. Like it's just, just misinformation. But I will say, because there's a guy in your comments called Shed Gang. He goes live, and obviously he was one of
Shed Gang. Me and him's friends on here.
I like him as well. Look, and I tell him, because I think he said the words, which is a valid point. He's saying, if there's all these issues towards the creators that were gifted, why not me? And I tell you why, because you
Shed,
didn't
do you
buy
it. He
didn't actually buy into the bullying. He just took the support, which there's nothing wrong with that. If he's, if they want to support him or support any creator, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just when, imagine they, imagine they went live with you, bro, and then started slating Thea and saying, "Oh, this is why we're doing it."
Put in the comments if anybody wants the box, please.
I feel like you would say, "I don't really want involvement on that side. I appreciate your support, but I don't want the drama. I don't want to be in this drama." And some of the other creators that were supported didn't do that. They knew why they was gifted to snipe that person, and they didn't speak out to say, I don't want involved in this drama. I appreciate the support, because I've done that with some of my big supporters.
They've mentioned Shed this morning. Listen, Shed was just fortunate. We're going to say fortunate that they were gifting him to like spite gift against other people.
Though? Do you know what, Pearl?
And good on Shed.
I'm happy for him, because he's a good guy, and he actually reached out to Thea, just say, I'm not involved in none of this, I just got my support, and fair enough to him, he was the only one that did do that, which shows his character as well. And that's why I said to Thea, I did say to Thea, Shed's actually dealt with this the right way, and and big up him, he deserves his support. I've battled Shed before. We had a arranged battle, and he said nothing but nice things, so I've never, that's why I haven't mentioned Shed in this situation. It's got nothing to do with anything else. It was just...
Somebody mentioned him this morning, and good on Shed. That's what he's on here for money, for fuck's sake. He's with his live pro, let him do what he's doing.
100%.
But he got used. He got
Hello, Savannah.
used.
I think the biggest thing as well, Pearl, is me and Thea were actually happy when we was getting sniped for people that don't usually get that level of support all the time. We was actually happy for people, because it was there's one point, Pearl, where I'd battle my friends, so they knowing they're going to snipe to help them get supported. It's not like a jealousy thing. We're happy when people get supported. It's just when the bullying campaign comes with it, and then that creator buys into it so they can get more gifts from it, and that is the only issue we have with it. We don't have issues with people that can get gifted from it, because that's what we're all on as creators. That's what we want to get supported and elevate our platform. So definitely no hate towards you, Shed. Generally, me and Thea think you're a good guy, and I actually appreciate you not buying into that, the politics of that. So I just wanted to state that, because I saw you in it.
Dolly, you can come back up if you want.
Hi, can I just say one thing? She was on the X Factor, weren't she? And she was awful.
I've really heard about her over the last couple of days.
And she was awful. A leopard never changes its spots. And she ain't changed. She'll never change. She'll always be the same. And she'll always have the same mindset. And that's what everybody's got to remember. And that's all I came up to say, Phil.
Thanks, my rainbow.
Okay, lovely girl.
You're welcome. Anybody else want to say anything, Match Legend? Hello?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, sorry, am I you?
Yeah. Right, so basically, all this shit's going on, right? And to be honest with you, all I'm hearing is the Guardian or the stepmom, Molly Dolly, saying, when's it going to stop? When's it going to stop? I'm hearing stuff about Thea's mental health. Reese is her fella, right?
Ask him, he's there.
Yeah.
Dolly's there.
Yeah. So,
Reese and Dolly, do you want to answer these back? Because these questions are aimed at you, not me.
Yeah, just let him carry on. Let him talk. It's fine.
Yeah. They're not aimed at anyone, right? But the thing is, everyone wants it to stop, and this is what I'm getting at. Everyone wants this thing to stop. Everyone's worried about Thea's mental health, and then we get shit like this happening, right? And for the last 3 or 4 days, I've heard certain individuals who are involved in this bollocks saying, I'm going to say this and I'm not going to speak of it again. Fucking 2 hours later, bang, again. I'm going to say this, I'm not going to speak about it again. Tomorrow, next day, every fucking day, constantly talking, right?
So who have you heard say these names? It's no good saying
I'm not
somebody.
mentioning any names. You all know who's been talking about it, right? It's not fucking rocket science. But
I'm none the wiser.
Why don't we just have this and fucking be done with it?
No, because
I'm
if more people come forward, I'll continuously do lives like this and out them for what they are.
Actually,
Because
I
they
can
are,
answer, I can
in my
answer.
opinion, they're financially grooming people to make this big community to run the app the way they want it running. So no, I won't shut up about it. And
Match
anybody that wants
Legend,
to come
I
on
can
my
actually
platform,
answer.
any given time, can come on here and have their say and say what they are doing to them. So no,
I'm
I
not
Yeah,
being
won't
but what
run
you
funny.
got to
I've
anything
think
kept
of.
about it.
quiet since the end of
No, Match
March.
Legend,
And
I've
this,
got something that I'll probably like give you a bit more info. So earlier, everyone's my witness. I came in earlier and I actually put forward that Jolene reached out to Fia to apologise. Then I
Yeah,
jumped
I've
at the
listened to it
box.
all, mate.
Yeah, so I left it at that. And then obviously the next story was she's put up and said, I've not apologised to her. You're a liar, Reese. So now I'm like, okay. So this
Are
this
you
is
one of the
obviously,
mods, where Match
so
Legend? Are you one of
basically,
Jolene's
do
mods?
you know what it,
No,
do you know what it is,
I'm
Match
no one's
Legend?
mod.
Do you know what it is, mate? Imagine someone keeps going at you and you just want it to stop. So by stopping, I stopped. I come out of the box. I thought the apology was there. I said I don't want nothing to do with it anymore. But everyone can have their opinions, and obviously Post continued her show, right? Then obviously once I saw the story of saying I have not apologised to Fia, that's when it's triggered again. I'm like, she's not going to stop. So we're all doing this to get her to stop, mate. If you go over to her stories, you'll see that this
Listen, she's
lady's
put
not prepared to
27
stop.
stories up tonight
Yeah,
about
she's
me,
not
the
prepared to
fucking
stop, mate.
little Vaseline
Like,
draw what she is. Nobody
No,
cares.
like genuinely, like
she
all I
won't
want.
stop.
That's all I want.
let me just finish what I was talking about, right?
Go on, mate.
Like Reese, you're a Fia's fella, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not fucking making you do something or whatever. But if it was my missus, I'd be like, babe, right? Fuck this. Switch TikTok off.
Have you been over to Have you been over to Jolene and Ken and said this?
No.
Then I don't even think they're online. I've been sitting in here for about 2 hours.
So, but are you going to be speaking to them and like telling them the same? Because it is them that started all of this. It is them that pulled the Kniffy out. It is them that's trying to destroy people on the app with cash. So are you going across and are you going to say this to them?
Well, it doesn't matter who I'm speaking to. I'm in here now, aren't I? And bearing in mind...
Well, I'm asking you a question. Will you be saying, will you have the same conversation with them over there?
Yeah.
Well, if I
like,
see them
they've
knocking
had a lot to say why everybody's been in here. They put more stories than enough out because you can't be controlled. So that's why I was asking, were you one of their mods? Because I know that you sit in their room all the time.
I've never been anyone's mod.
So, again, have you voiced your opinions to that side? You've sat in here for 2 hours and criticised us in the comments, now got in the box to do it.
I haven't criticised anyone in
Have you
the box.
said this to them over that side?
First of all, I haven't criticised anyone.
I'm just asking a question, either you have or you haven't. It's not brain surgery. Have you said the same to them over that side?
How could I possibly do that when I've been sitting in here for 2 hours?
Out. It's been going on for days. You've just said it. It's been going on for days. So you've sat for days, never said cried a kook across there to Vaseline draws, but you've sat in here for 2 hours and think you're going to come in the box and just fucking lay the law down and ask Reese and Dolly and whoever to stop it. Go back and tell where it started from.
Well, I'm not being funny. I've kept quiet since the end of March because I've not wanted to do it, and they've continued this on even more. So
and again, you cheeky fuck, he didn't even have a out me in, so stay out. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I mean, this goes back way to the beginning of Live Fest. And before that, I'm sure it probably started during Musical Stage this time last year. I'm sure there was beef. For some reason, she and I've got the receipts. She does not like Fia. She told me that in a message. She blocked me, outed me because she doesn't want to be friends with someone that sits with her enemies. But then she said the other day, you know, your enemies are not their enemies. You know, I'm allowed to go to wherever. So if that's the case, then why did she cut me off?
Exactly. Do you know why? Because you can't be controlled. That's why.
Do you know what? Can I just say something? And I'm gone. I'm done now with this because do you know what? This has infuriated me now. I now have the evidence that I was looking for. I watch Lizzie. I don't know Lizzie. Don't know her from Adam. I wanted one person to give me that evidence. I wanted one person to give me that evidence that they had been bullied and mistreated. Lizzie is one of the nicest people on this app. She does not do anything to anybody. So what I'm going to do now, I've obviously been used as well now by Jolene. I've obviously fell for it. I was the one that gave the message to Fia to say she's apologised, because in the message it does look as though she's being apologetic.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something now. I'm done with this shit now. Done with it. I'm not coming on apps. I'm not doing anything. We'll deal with this as a family now. I absolutely appreciate everything you've done, Pearl. Lizzie, I am so sorry that you were treated like that. But I'll tell you something now. I've been so nice, I've been so caring, and I've been so adult about this. But when I hear that, and that gives me the evidence I needed, Jolene and her partner could do one, because now I know the truth, and I knew it all along. But I
think it's just the tip of the iceberg, Dolly, because I think there's lots of people.
Do you know
if
what?
they see people standing together against them, they're going to come and they'll stand with you. But
Lizzie wouldn't come in there. She wouldn't come in there. I've watched the girl. She doesn't even know this. I've watched that girl. I've watched her story for such a long time. I'm telling you now, she would not come in this box.
Do you know another thing as well, Sandra?
And I'm frigging done with this now.
Do you know another thing I will say? Obviously, I'm going to have to jump out of the box, but there's a bunch of other singers that feel like Lizzie that are too scared.
Yeah, well, you're hurting my family and you're picking on my family. And trust me on this one, you're messing with the wrong family.
Sandra,
Now,
be careful with what you say, because it'll just get twisted.
I don't care. I am nobody on TikTok. I do not care if my TikTok is shut down tomorrow. You start on my kids, you have started on the wrong person. I have sat there and I've seen every single person's point of view. And now I've got it black and white. That is all I wanted to do. Pearl, take me out of the box now. I'm done. We'll deal with this as a family. Thank you so much. Please take me out. I don't know how to get out.
Anytime you want back in, just jump in.
Match Legend, I was just trying to suggest what's best for Fia. Yeah, that's all right, Match Legend. No problem at all. And I appreciate you. That's what Pearl's doing. To be fair to Pearl, she lets everyone voice their opinion. Even if Jolene come in here, she would be allowed to voice her opinion.
Of course they can get in, or Ken can get in.
That's
Makes no odds to me about Vaseline draws or coffin dodger. If they want to come in and tell me all about myself,
they should come in.
They're not blocked from here.
They should. I mean, we're all on here speaking truth.
Lizzie, they won't, because she's been told to keep quiet from being like speaking, because they want to try and catch us in a scenario where she can legally do us all. But she knows she's committed the biggest crime out of everyone. So if it was to go there, she'd just basically putting herself in
But share the life to them. They're more than welcome to come in. They will not get their own road in here. They ain't going to talk to me like no silly little fucker who is governed by the money. Because again, like Kevin's governed by Vaseline's draws up and down, and then she's governed by his money. So they make each other work. Do you know what I'm saying? And then they're trying to control the app with money and being spiteful fuckers. But all coffin dodger and Vaseline draws, nobody cares about your ear.
Do you know what it is, Paul, that I just don't get is the fact that, I mean, obviously I've seen consistently everyone is behind Fia on this and behind Lizzie and behind all of these, but you've got a few other people that are not seeing it, and I just find it crazy because you physically saw it the other day of the girl and her partner going into people's lives and laughing as you're sniping nigga. You saw it. Yeah. But Fia's never done that to them or even tried to do that to them.
But Fia shouldn't have to. Fia should never come off the app again for them, because that's what they want to do. Take control. They're bullying in a way that's just coming across like they haven't banter, but they know exactly what the fuck they're doing. Do you know what I'm saying?
This is so it's literally they're like, you know, but look, all I want from this, I've got to jump out of the box now, but all I want from this, and I genuinely mean this, I just want some peace. I want her to get on with her platform.
Match Legend, get your heart me in, then you can come up. And when you're speaking, like, I'm going to ask you it again, make sure that you do tell Coffin Dodger and Vaseline Draws the same, what you've come in here and felt the need to tell everybody in here. That's all I'm saying. So get your heart me in, then you can come back up.
I'm going to jump out of the box. Lizzie, big up you for being strong enough to do this.
Pearl,
big up you for doing what's right. And big up everyone in the chat that's actually seen this scenario and spoke up for it, you know, because not many do. When it comes to money, I don't know why that people put that top number one priority, but you know, you could be a multi-millionaire and be sad. Like, happiness is the key in life. And I don't want to sound cheesy, but that's just the fact. So big up everyone that's actually stuck up for what's right here. But I've got to drop down because I'm about to travel again. But
tell
appreciate
anybody
you all.
as well,
Yes.
Reese, if they do want to come up and speak about anything, they're more than welcome to anytime they want.
Yeah. Appreciate you, yeah?
I'm
Take
also
care,
going to
girl.
drop
Can I
down
just
as
finish
well.
what I was getting at, right?
Okay,
I wasn't-
hey, my Lizzie, thank you. And sorry, match legend. Well, Lizzie, anytime that you want to come back on me, baby, please feel free.
That's all right. No, thank you for having me. Thanks, guys.
No, thank you for speaking up.
Thank you.
See you, bye.
Listen, right? Let me just start and finish, right? I wasn't saying that people, whoever it may be, should be run off the app, right? Or leave the app because of some reason, right? This is obviously a little bit more serious than most of the other bollocks that goes on this thing, and this girl is suffering, right? And all I was going to suggest was possibly just take her off the app for a couple of weeks or whatever.
Why should she? Why should she, though?
Because she's suffering.
No, why should she? Because she's fucking suffering at the hands of somebody else because they think they can fucking control her. That's why she's suffering. Leave the girl alone. That's all she's asking for. To be left alone. It's not this live you should be speaking in. You should be going across to fucking Coffin Dodger and Vaseline Draws and telling them to leave a young girl alone.
Listen,
She
Paul.
came off the app for 4 months because
Yes, I
she
know
had a
this.
mental breakdown. She came off the
I
app
know
for
this.
4 months.
I know this. I know a lot more than
You're
everyone
saying she
thinks
come
of.
off the app. She came off the app for 4 months.
Yes, I know this. But
Why
what-
should she have to come off
herself.
again? Why should she? No, fuck
no,
off.
no.
Let
Are
them
you
go
not
and do what they're
understanding,
doing at
right?
these time of
Listen
life.
to what you're saying.